Hi friends, in today's video I have 4 meals for you that cost between $2 and $3 and don't require a lot of cooking. These are simple but delicious meals that are quick to prepare. First, I'll be making a minestrone soup that will feed 4 people and comes in at $2.46. You'll need some kind of bouillon to add in here. You don't have to, but it will taste better with a bouillon. You can get bouillon in most stores for less than $1. I've also seen the very small jars at the 99-cent store, but it is a handy staple, so I do suggest getting a larger bottle whenever you can, because it is the secret ingredient that helps to pull everything together. And as always, I'll have the ingredients list along with the recipe in the description area of my video so that you can simply copy and paste that information. I'm going to be adding a can of beans here. I could add either black beans or chickpeas. I'm thinking that because the pasta is going to be light in color, that I should add in black beans just to make sure that the food has a little bit of color. Plus, I do like black beans and I have almost a full can in the fridge that I need to use up. I thought it would be fun to add in this spicy Italian seasoning mix that I got from Trader Joe's. I love this in anything with tomato sauce. If you're unable to eat beans, you could always add in some corn or another vegetable instead. I'll start by chopping up my zucchini, and I've been craving zucchini lately, so I'm really looking forward to this lunch. I know that's a really odd thing to crave, and I'm not sure actually I can ever remember a time when I've craved it as much as now, but I figure my body must be needing some kind of nutrient in it, so I've just been indulging myself, so you may see this showing up in more recipes than usual. And as I'm sitting here on a Monday afternoon editing this, I'm remembering when I made that zucchini parmesan. It was a dish that was like eggplant parmigiana, but instead I used slices of the zucchini. It was so good. I love using these little packets of pasta. I find that they're the perfect size for me. I can usually get these for $3 for $1. The only thing that could mess up this recipe is if I overcook the pasta, so I'm going to try to be careful with that. To ensure a better texture, I could have fried the macaroni first, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'll be using the elbow macaroni, and it contains 3.5 servings, and there are 7 grams of protein in each serving. I'll cook this in salted water. I'm going to go ahead and make the entire packet just so I can show you guys what it would look like. However, if I was just making this for myself, I would only cook 1 serving at a time because macaroni doesn't always do well as leftovers. It can get soggy and ruin the dish. I love the fact that I always have enough in my pantry to make this dish. I don't always have zucchini, but I usually have at least 1 vegetable on hand that would work here, like maybe carrots or broccoli. I almost always have those. So a few minutes before I think the pasta is going to be done, I'll start adding in my other ingredients. And I'm going to go ahead and take out a little bit of water. Today I'm in the mood for a thicker soup. I can always add in more water later if I need it. Then I'm going to add in the rinsed black beans. If you don't rinse your black beans, it's going to make the soup a dark black color and it'll be less appealing. But of course that's your choice. It'll taste the same. I don't want to cook the zucchini very long at all. I want it to have a little bit of a bite to it, so basically I want my zucchini al dente. I don't want to bite into it and have it be mushy. Friends, sometimes the difference between a great meal and a bad meal isn't the ingredients, it's how it's cooked. I think we all know someone in our lives that could take just a few humble ingredients and make it taste amazing. For me, it was my grandma. I recently picked up this green and red hatch chili flakes from Trader Joe's. I'm grateful for the feedback from one of my viewers about this. I thought I would try it in the soup, and I love the smell of the green chilies in this. It's so unusual. You don't usually have that in a spice, and I love it. I think that soups make a great canvas for trying new spices. Okay, I think my soup is ready. The zucchini will continue to cook in the soup a little bit, so I better pull it off now. And as you can see, it made a lot, and I probably need a little more broth here, but like I said, I'm in the mood for a hearty soup today. There are a few ways to dress this up. If you wanted to, you could serve this with some garlic bread. You could also serve it with some shaved Parmesan on top. And if you're a meat eater, and you want to make this heartier, you could add in a half a pound of ground beef, and this meal still comes in at less than $4. I'll garnish this with some dried parsley. You could also add a little hot sauce in this, but the spices I used are spicy, so I'm not going to add anything else. Now it's time to taste it and see how well I did. This is full of flavor, and the zucchini is perfect. One of the reasons I didn't want to put more water in it was because I wanted it to have a strong tomato flavor, and it does. This is really good. This is a 9, and the only reason it's not a 10 is because the elbow pasta was cooked past al dente. It's not soggy, but it's not al dente. By tomorrow, it probably will be soggy. I would have preferred it to be al dente, and the only way I could like this better is maybe with a can of tomatoes. But this might even be like a 9.2, 9.3, so that's not bad for a meal that only costs us $2.46. Plus, it's nutritious. Obviously, you can cut costs if you use dried beans, but the canned ones are just so convenient. I picked up these 3 items at Dollar Tree recently. We can make several different types of meals with these ingredients, and they're all under $3. This is a 2-pound bag of brown rice, and for $1.25, that's an excellent deal. I also picked up a small can of chicken, and the star of the show is this Santa Fe blend that contains corn, black beans, red pepper, green pepper, and diced onions. I love this mix. This is great for so many different uses, and it's also a great find for people traveling or living in their vehicles. I think everyone should have at least a few bags of this in their freezer. I'll show you 3 different meal ideas for these ingredients, and if you wanted to, instead of picking up the chicken, you could get this pepper jack cheese. I've had this before, and it's actually quite good, although it is a small amount. The $2 cheese blocks at Walmart is a better deal, and it would last you for 2 meals. However, if you only have $3 or $4 in your pocket, this may be the choice you need to make. I'll get started by making half of the brown rice. This is a good brown rice. I love the chewy texture, but of course if you want white rice, Dollar Tree also has the large bags of white rice for $1.25. Since we don't have a lot of chicken, I'm going to treat this more like a garnish. I'm going to fry this up in a pan. You may have seen me do this before. I'm just going to fry it until it condenses the flavor, and I'm going to add some seasoning to it. I picked up this gochugaru seasoning at Sam's Club, And I love the way it smells. It's got some smoky flavor to it, and it's spicy and a little bit sweet. Here's another option too, but I think I'll go with the gochugaru. I found this jerk seasoning blend that I think would work, but I can't get the lid off of that. This is one thing about aging that nobody tells you. You just wake up one day and you have difficulty getting the lids off of things. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I already know I want to go with the gochugaru seasoning. This is just meant to be a little flavor bomb on top of our bowls. There are 4 2/3 cup servings in this Santa Fe blend, so that's what each person is getting on top of their bowl. And I found this bean in there that actually wasn't supposed to be in there, but I ate it and it was good, so I guess it was just a bonus. I would totally be happy with this dinner. It's tasty and the chicken adds a lot of flavor to the dish, but it's going to be even better with a little tapatio. I feel like hot sauce and bouillon are 2 of the most important accessories you can have in your kitchen. Flavor-wise, they just pull everything together. I'm able to add an avocado onto this for only an additional 68 cents. However, I'm in California where avocados are inexpensive, so that may not be an option for you. And I thought I would try this with cheese instead. You might decide that you'd rather have this with cheese instead of the chicken, or maybe you want to have 2 chickens with it instead of just 1. But I grated less than half. And I just wanted to see how many bowls I could top with this. We still have plenty for another one, so I think this small cheese block will work for 4 people. Dollar Tree also had flour tortillas when I was there, so you could do that and just make these burritos for dinner. Again, it would be $2.88 without the cheese and just over $4 with the cheese. But these are super filling. Anyhow, here is my last idea for this combination of food, and I'm using the pantry staple of chicken bouillon. If you're a vegetarian, you can use the not chicken bouillon here. We're just making a simple tortilla soup, and I'm going to add in the chicken a little bit later. I wasn't going to, but then I wanted you to see what it looks like. You can top this with so many different things. This is one of my all-time favorite soups. I like to serve this with crispy tortilla strips. For the combination with these ingredients, I think this dish is my most favorite. It's probably not the most filling because you don't have as much rice in this dish, but it's definitely the tastiest. So I added 1/4 of the chicken, so you can see it's not much, but I mean it's enough to taste like chicken tortilla soup. And it is really delicious. And then of course we can add as many toppings as you have the money for. I do love pepper jack in my chicken tortilla soup, and as you see here, this pepper jack does melt. It's a good melter. So even though it's at Dollar Tree, I think that particular cheese is a good one. Thanks so much for spending time with me today and for watching this video. I hope that I gave you some ideas for some low-cost meals for your family. Thanks again, friends, and I'll see you Sunday.